Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Welcome to our live stream with Southside Stacker. How you doing tonight, Southside?
Doing all right. Doing
Hey,
really good.
thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. We had you on, oh, it was just about a month ago, and it went so well, we decided to have you on again. How about that? I wonder how often that happens where you get invited back a second time. uh, yeah, just picking on you. So, just for the live stream to know, Mrs.
Can
TB
you
isn't.
I'm sorry, hold on. I think I'm getting a crazy echo.
Okay.
Oh wait, you know what? That was all me. Sorry. Like I was hearing your voice 10 times and I couldn't keep up with which question you were asking me and which one you which one you asked me earlier. All right, I'm here. I'm here for real. What's up, Talking Bullion?
Cool. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, I was just letting the chat know that Mrs. TB isn't live with me tonight, but she is on the chat
Oh,
out there
cool.
joining us. So we're gonna try that tonight. See how that works out for us. So thank you,
Nice. I
Mrs.
see
TB, and she's gonna try to answer some questions and keep things going for us on the chat side. So that's pretty
nice.
cool.
I see she has a new logo. That's beautiful. That's a great logo.
Yeah, we put that together when we knew she'd be on the chat. We're like, hey, let's get you a little logo. So
That's cool.
yeah, looks good. Helps give her a little identity out there. So
Yeah.
if it would have been my way, I just would have had her, copy mine, and then people could have seen me twice. But anyway. All right. So what's going on with you tonight? Did you have a good weekend, Southside?
Oh yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. I played some video games. Let's see, I didn't do any work this weekend, which was great. And let's see, I ate some ribs. I ate
Oh
some
man.
brisket.
Oh geez, man.
Yeah, it was so good. And then I also did civil discourse. I hadn't done my
Uh-huh.
Sunday stream in like 2 weeks, maybe three. I don't know how long it's been. So we did one on Sunday. It was so much fun. Like it was too much fun, honestly. It was so much fun that it's actually private now. No one has any access, any way to see that stream. It was that much fun.
Wow.
But for the people who were there, thanks for being there, and we had a great time. So, shout out to everyone who was in the stream Sunday. That's now part of the lost episodes.
Yeah, I popped in for a bit. I did some lurking, but I was pretty busy and couldn't
Yeah.
stay. We had some things to do that day, but I popped in. I always like to pop in, at least give you a like and see what's
Thank you,
going
man.
on. Yeah. Try to support you any way I can. But again, Sundays are usually pretty busy for us. I stay pretty busy with work, and the weekends are always a chance to get things done, chores, all that stuff. So
Yeah, I always say I chose the worst day to do a stream, but I'm sticking with it. I like it. It works for my schedule. So, yeah.
well, why don't we go ahead and say hi to some people out there. Alex Coiner Hunter was the first one logged on. He was on there pretty early tonight. We appreciate that, Alex. You getting set out there. West Coast Stacker, thank you for joining us tonight. And let me see. I went back to being on chat, beginning of the chat. Off Grid Power, how you doing tonight? Appreciate your support. You joining us tonight. Thank you. Silver Wolverine is in the house. Thank you, SW. Appreciate it. And Southside, can you see the chat or no?
Oh yeah, I can see the chat. I can see the chat.
All right, cool.
Yeah, shout out to Mrs. TB. Just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to come back.
Yeah.
to the missus over there. Big Bank, Little Bank. I didn't shout you out in the chat. And whoever else I missed. Shout out to everyone. And thank you I see a few of you were in the stream Sunday. We had a blast. That was a really good time.
Yeah, we so you're our official first co-host. So
Really?
yeah, that's
nice.
pretty cool. I mean, instead of I listed you as a special guest, but really you're the co-host tonight. So we really appreciate you helping us out.
Cool.
So you're talking about the civil discourse. So I think that's pretty cool, and I like it. I've been on. There's a couple things I really like about it. Number one, I like how you bring in several people to join you into the hangout, so that you have a multiple people out there, providing input and stuff.
Yeah.
You see people do that once in a while, but I think that's pretty cool, and I think that's one of the things that really makes that different, makes it work.
Yeah, it does. It brings when you combine so many personalities, and when you bring all these personalities, and we're not talking about precious metals, you get to just learn so much more about each other. You get to make some real bonds, some real connections, and you get to just have a lot of fun, man. A lot of a lot of X-rated, unrated, unadulterated fun, and it's really nice. Like really, you know, from how I started the channel to what it became, or what it is becoming, and you know, continuously evolving to be. It's just I'm really hanging out with my friends, man. Honestly, like I haven't met all of you, you know, in person. I think I've only met one person from the YouTube community in person. That was Silver Heist. But the truth is, it's like hanging out with friends. It's just really cool. So.
Yeah, so I know that you're probably aware the International Stacker had a meet and greet in Washington, D.C. yesterday.
Yeah, I heard about that.
The only thing was he announced it, you know, like on, I don't know, Wednesday or Tuesday, Wednesday. Hey, Sunday we're meeting Washington D.C. Like, I thought you meant like maybe May or June or something, where you could plan on a trip to do something along the way. But I watched some of that live stream. We had a couple of people show up, so it was pretty cool. You know, definitely unique and, you know, a little out there. You know, a lot of people don't like to, you know, have their identity shown. Of course, not you, Southside, but you know, a lot of people like to maintain their identity, and so that's
for good reasons, though. For good reasons,
for sure.
I mean, yeah, don't follow my lead. Like the showing your face and your whole identity on YouTube, especially when you're talking about things like precious metals, it's really not a safe thing to do. But you just have to trust that you can protect yourself. You have to trust that you're safe, and that's pretty much it. You have to trust that you are safe and you can protect yourself if it comes to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, I think it makes sense to you know, kind of you know, not do a face reveal, you know, mainly because if people saw me, they'd probably never come to my channel again. But I'm doing you a favor, trust me. I thought for sure I'd see Mrs. TB throw a thumbs up on that one. So, but anyway, so yeah, so you know, the Silver Disc courses I think going pretty well. They usually go pretty long. Those things usually run for several hours, at least most of them that I've checked in on. So,
oh yeah, they definitely do, man. Those are marathons right there. Yeah, if you're in it for the long haul, much respect to you. I don't ever want anyone to feel like they have to be on the show the entire time. But so far, a lot of the people who join the panel, even though I do let them know ahead of time, you don't have to join. You don't have to stay for the entire length of the panel. A lot of people stay, and I think that's just honestly because we're having a good time and the time flies, and all that. And plus, I can talk for a bunch of hours. Before I did the panel thing, I used to have like 4-hour streams with just myself. Could you imagine? Like, TV, listen to me. I was talking for 4 hours and just reading the stream, and we were just all. I was just laughing out loud, and everyone was just cracking jokes. Like that's how it used to go. It was ridiculous. It made no sense, but it was a lot of fun. And then I just started inviting people because it just made more sense. And it was cool. It's cool how it happened.
Yeah, it's really really awesome how you can do that. I know that you know, for me trying to read the stream and talk at the same time, there's some technique and skill in that. And I know, you know, you're really good at just following the chat along and, you know, commenting, and even if it kind of gets ahead of you, you're really good about just, you know, staying in control and following along, commenting. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's tough though, because usually when I'm reading the joke, it's like 13 jokes. Like 13 jokes have already passed, so I'm just like I'm in the past laughing at a joke that, let's say, Terry Rabideau cracked 30 minutes ago. But yeah, it's still fun.
And the thing too is you have to get used to with the streaming is the delay. You know, when you first get out there, that's something that just kind of catches you off guard a little bit. It's kind of hard to keep track of, kind of hard to follow. So you really got to manage a delay. Like if you turn on your camera and you talk about something and it pops on the screen 15 seconds later, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, yeah, Civil Discourse I think is pretty cool. And, you know, I know, you know, some people consider it controversial. Okay, it is controversial at times, but I think that's like you said, most people hang in there. They're respectful for the most part, and I think it's pretty cool that you get that, you know, outside of precious metal type discussions going. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is nice. It's it's really nice. Everyone in there, like no two people have the same opinion. Like even people on the same side of an issue, they'll be on the same side for different reasons. So their opinions will vary. So it's cool. I really love the fact that everyone joins the stream and they're very respectful and they're always making jokes, and it's really refreshing because being able to talk about the things we talk about and not hating each other at the end of it and then coming back to it a week later, it's really nice. It's really refreshing. Yeah.
Cool. So I wanted to talk to you about some of the recent stuff you're doing. So I know over the past week or two, you were doing, looked like to me like you were doing like a review a day and reviewing a lot of different coins. Pretty cool. And one of the things I wondered is, I mean, maybe it sounds like a silly question, but do you buy all those coins, or do you have, I mean, maybe you have somebody that loans them to you or a coin shop or something, but do you pretty much purchase everything you review?
So first I want to say is, one, yes, I forgot my channel had silver in it. we were talking about Silver Discord for so long that I forgot that I do coin reviews. So anyone who hasn't seen my channel, the bulk of my channel. Yeah, the bulk of my channel is coin reviews, silver coin reviews. So check it out if you're interested.
It's great. Yeah.
I do take my coins out of the capsules if they do come in them. I like to touch my silver. I like to get my greasy sausage finger all over my my silver. So, but even though it hurts my end value, I guess, for the silver, what it does for you, the viewer, is it lets you see the silver for real, like just up and close. And it gives you, like, let's say you bought the same silver, but you didn't want to take it out of the capsule. You can check out my video and really get to dig into the details. So that's what I really like to do, the silver reviews. And yes, I do buy them, TB. Yeah, they're my coins. They're all my coins. Everything I've done a review of is mine.
And then do you have anything in particular? Because it seems to me like your reviews are, quite a bit of variation, which is great. I probably don't have that much variation of stuff I buy. It looks like you buy really a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I buy a little bit of everything, just because my main, like if I showed everyone my core stack, the video would be one video a year. You know what I mean? It'd be like, here's the Eagles I bought, or here's the Maples I bought, and then that's about it.
Right.
So I don't have any videos showing like, oh, here's my complete stack, or here's the tube of Eagles I bought. I choose not to do that because anyone could do that. What I would rather do is just show you individual coins and do some reviews on it. And I forgot what the question was, and I kind of just trailed off there.
No, you're doing fine. I asked you about the different coins and
okay, yes, there's different coins.
Yeah,
yes, yeah. So just a few years ago, I only stacked Eagles, Sunshine rounds, and just like other cheap silver. But I got bored, and I decided to start just buying some of the coins, some of the commemoratives, some of the collector pieces, and that's when the variety started happening. That's when I started to, enjoy stacking again. Like I fell in love with it again. It didn't just turn into something I just put a percentage of my cash aside and buy some precious metals. It turned into, ooh, what can I get this week, or what's coming out next month? Like I started to feel that attachment that I felt in the beginning, in the early years of stacking. So, well, back when it was called hoarding. I only say stacking because that's what YouTube calls it. But when I was a kid, it was just hoarding silver. That's really all it was. So, yeah, hoarding.
Yeah, I mean, I need to get a little bit more adventurous in my stacking as well, because I really am fairly boring in what I collect, and I'm really just trying to stack as much as I can. I mean, the prices are still, pretty low in the whole scope of things, even though they're higher than they've been in the past. Yeah. And I'm really just trying to accumulate as much as I can. And I know that people watch my videos are basically what you said. I mean, I'm all, constitutional silver, ASCs and a few gold mixed in. But again, it's really because I'm on that mission to just, stack as much as I can. But I do buy a few cool things. Like I know you recently, previewed the Geiger bars. I love the Geiger bars, but those are something that come with some premiums. But
yes,
they're just really cool. So I mean, I will go off the board once in a while, but I'm just right now I've just picked up some more constitutional silver from this guy off of Let Go, and he's stuff he sold me today was a buck under spot, and I just don't know how I can not buy it, right? I mean, it's just
exactly.
That's just it. I mean, as long as he's going to go that low, I have to change my budget and just pick up some of that. So
yeah,
cool. So I was just wondering because for a while there you were reviewing several different coins, and you did a review too recently on the Apollo 11 50th anniversary coins. Are those coins? Those are cool or what? I mean,
those are beautiful coins. And for anyone who doesn't know, yes, I took those coins out of the capsules as well, and I touched them.
You did.
I put fingerprints all over them. Oh, they are so worth touching. Like you don't want to. Like the thing is, to me, if you have silver, like at least buy a duplicate of something you really like or something, because I feel like if you touch it, like it doesn't get more real than that. And here's the value in touching silver. Yes, you don't want to touch your collectible pieces, and I would never advocate for that. I do it because I want to do it, but I wouldn't like give that out as advice. It's really not smart to do. But the thing is, the more you play with silver, the more you play with generic silver, whatever you buy, if you buy poured, if you buy coins, whatever, the more you really get to feel the difference between silver and some other metal. Someone sent me some this coin the other day that wasn't silver, and instantly I knew. You know what I mean? I knew instantly when I was touching, I was like, wait, hold on, something's up with this. And I put my magnet to it and it just slapped onto the magnet. You know what I mean? Like the more you touch this thing, oh my gosh. Nautical Silver says getting it naked and touching. yeah, just gotta get it naked. You gotta get naked with the silver. Both of you are undressed and you're just rubbing all over the silver. I'm sorry, TV. I didn't mean to bring this to your channel. I'm so sorry.
Geez, but you're right. I mean, there's something about the feel of that silver. I'm telling you, I love it too, and I think that most people do. And the fact that cracking it open and holding it is part of the glory of it. I think it's one of the things I really love about it. So on the Apollo 11 stuff, it looked like you had most of them. Did you buy the whole series, or what did you buy on those?
I bought everything that was like less than $70. So I bought the 1 ounce silver proof. I bought the clad and the clad proof. I bought the Kennedy half with the so enhanced reverse or something like that. And then it was a part of a set. So I also got another clad proof. Yeah. I wanted to get more, but I was just like, I'll be all right with just these. So
yeah, I mean, I know that 5 ouncer, it looked pretty cool. A friend at work bought that, but boy, what was it? 5 ounces for $225 or something. So
yeah,
I mean that's just tough, I mean, even $50 on an ounce is kind of tough, but
yeah, I mean, it was tough, but
those things are cool though, and I think so. What do you think the long term potential of those coins? Last I checked, I don't think they had sold out. I'm not sure.
I don't think they sold. I think one of them sold out. I think maybe one of the gold ones sold out. Yeah. But the silver ones, I'm not sure if any of them sold out, but there were a lot on back order. I'm not sure what the long-term play would be on those. I didn't buy it for the long-term play. Obviously, I took them out the capsules and dipped my hand in tar and then touched them. But I would say, just with the little knowledge I know about that kind of game, I would say the value probably won't go up much higher than it is now. Unless it's like encapsulated, slabbed up, only because the initial sales were a little disappointing. Like we all expected it to sell out. There was a lot of hype around it, but the U.S. Mint did not release the price until the day before or a couple days before. So, and once everyone saw the price, all of a sudden everyone decided, no, I don't want it anymore. So I think because of its initial release and how it never sold out, at least within the first week or so, I think that'll carry over to how we feel about it years from now, as far as the value of it increasing or decreasing. I think it'll stay close to its value now.
Or sometimes cheaper. I mean, it's not uncommon.
Yeah,
a few years go by and you can get stuff even cheaper. And some people actually count on that and hold out. I know a lot of the silver proof sets, even the 2018 silver proof, which I haven't bought yet. I can go to a coin show and get those and they're still being sold from the mint, which doesn't make much sense. And they usually have them for just a couple dollars cheaper. But if you consider the shipping as well, I mean, you can actually go to a coin show and get them cheaper than buying them from the mint. So sometimes that happens too. Sometimes you actually lose some.
Everything cheaper if you're comparing it to prices from the mint. The mint is in it for profit all the way. They're in it to deposit cash into the treasury. That's all they're in it for.
Yeah, I didn't know. I asked you about long-term potential. I mean, I'm not really into that much either. I mean, a lot of people out here could ask questions. Well, where do you think silver is going to go this year? And it's like, look, if we knew, we'd all be rich, right? So it's all just speculation. But I just wondered if you had any thoughts on that. But
in general, I would hope that silver stays pretty stable. That's only because I want the economy to stay stable or continue to grow. I don't want anything, I don't want any kind of economic hardship happening anytime soon. That's just because, it's just too much trouble for everybody.
Exactly.
So if we're tying silver's value to the market, I would really like the market to be stable. And I'd really like the price of silver to reflect that same stability. I'm not in it for get rich quick scheme because I think realistically you can't get rich off silver if you're not already rich. I don't think it's really, it's not really realistic. So in that sense, I don't really want any volatility in my precious metals. I don't want any volatility in any of my hobbies, really. I want all of my, I want anything I put my money into, whether it's for investment purposes, whether it's for, let's say, hedging, or just for the heck of it. I really want those things to just hold their value, maybe increase a little bit or slowly increase over time. But I don't like volatility. It's just too much blood in the streets. I'm not interested.
Yeah, I have to agree. I'm not into it to become rich either. I'm just trying to not have all my money stored in the bank somewhere, which isn't doing me much good. And if something does happen, then but so yeah, I'm same with you. I would really prefer the stability over the volatility for sure. So it gets pretty ugly pretty quick when it's volatile.
Oh yeah. It's true. The thing is, even if silver does increase, you have to think about what else is increasing. If silver increases in price and it so happens the market crashes or the dollar doesn't hold its value or something, on the economic side isn't great, let's say silver's, $35 an ounce or $50 an ounce, that $50 cash you'll get or that $35 cash you'll get from silver will buy you pretty much the same amount of things you would have got when it was worth $17 because everything has gone up. You know what I mean? Like inflation has caused that $50 silver to buy you the same amount of milk, bread, and eggs that you could have bought with $17 when it was a $17 ounce of silver. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true. And that's what I think a lot of people don't realize is that if silver's going up, then everything else is too. So it's all kind of carries the same weight. I mean, there'd be a little flexibility here and there, but overall, that's so true. A loaf of bread costs you $50. So,
Yeah. It's very easy to look this stuff up too. If you go to what I really like about the U.S. government is the transparency. If you go to like the Bureau of Labor Statistics or whatever government agency that tracks a lot of the numbers associated with food and labor and gas and all these things, you can really see these trends. You can see how much let's see a gallon of unleaded was or bread or how much people were making per hour during a time period when silver was high. And you can see that an ounce of silver would really get you the same things it would get you no matter what year it was. You know what I mean? It's going to get you about the same thing. So inflation is very real, and you can't have a super increase in silver or any precious metal without it being reflected in the economy in some way. And I think that's pretty much me getting off the soapbox.
I'm just going back. Nova Stacker said, "Stop ignoring my questions outside." And
Novus, what did Novus say?
I'm trying to go back and find it. When did this fetish start with you with the Queen and Britannia.
Oh, oh yeah. So my latest Britannia review, I made a comment about how you can see Britannia's thighs or something under her gown or something.
Oh.
And all I was saying about the coin was, even though she remains very feminine in her her look or her figure, she also displays a lot of strength. So that's all I was saying. Novus wants it to seem like I have a fetish for some symbol on a coin.
You got to keep your eye on those guys, Southside.
Yeah. No, Novus. Who else? There's a bunch of rowdy people in there. Sheffield, Steve Rice might give me some crap from time to time. Yeah, a lot of them in there. It's really fun. Honestly, I haven't had that much fun. It's a lot of fun. Stacking Nerd says I like the thick girls. Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Stacking Nerd. I cannot disagree with that.
And then Sheffield says, Southside, can you please talk about your views on Canada?
You know what?
I don't know if that's something from your stream or what.
Sheffield really wants to throw me under the bus because a few weeks ago he was on my stream and he had this really dirty, crusty towel in front of the camera, and he got so mad because now he's known for having dirty, crusty towels in his house, and now he just wants anything he can find about me to kind of twist it to make it seem like I'm just as bad as he is. But all I did was make a comment about how La Plata Peak almost married a Canadian, and I forgot what I said. It was something along the lines of, "What? You almost married a Canadian?" It was something simple as that. And Stephen Heath took that and tried to make it seem like I'm a bigot and I'm prejudiced towards Canadians and all this other stuff. But that's just Stephen Heath being Stephen Heath. You can't take him too serious.
And he's from the UK, isn't he, Stephen?
Yeah, he's from the UK. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you got a lot of people picking on you there, Southside, which I was wondering, and I'm probably just because I'm not following your live streams, but I noticed that Terry Rabidou's been kind of riding you a little bit. So is that something going on from your live streams as well?
Oh man, Terry Rabidou. She is
actually going to all your videos and
uncontrollable. Yeah, she is uncontrollable. Oh man. Okay, so Terry Rabidou is like an unstoppable force meeting nothing. Okay, really, there's but no, she's very hilarious, very kind, but she spends most of her time trolling the heck out of me. So she'll always put a thumbs down on all of my videos, no matter what. Even if she happens to put something like "Oh, this is a cool video," she'll still put a thumbs down anyway. So shout out to Terry because she makes it seem like I got more haters than I do. So which is always good. I think having haters is pretty cool. So Terry making it seem like I got haters is really nice. But yeah, she definitely throws dislikes on all my content, and then she'll say it in the comments. I remember one video she said, "Wow, Southside Saga, this is one of the worst videos on YouTube." I can't believe how stupid you are. She really just digs in there. But it's hilarious. I can't lie. It's really hilarious to me. But yeah, but if you're not in the streams, if you're not in the streams and you don't see the patterns in the videos, you come into my channel and think she's really just disrespect. Yeah. But it's really just all in good fun, as far as I know. I mean, who knows? She could probably really hate me and be masking it with jokes. But for me, Terry's one of my one of my best supporters, honestly. So yeah, I appreciate her a lot.
Yeah, she's a pretty big supporter in the community. You see her on a lot of the live streams and videos and stuff. So yeah, she definitely supports the community.
Yeah, she's one of the best. If you have Terry on your channel, Barbara, I'm trying to think of a couple others. Some of these ladies who don't have content, but they'll support your channel. If you have those people in your, in your streams, in your channel, then I think like you're putting out some good content. You're at least a cool enough person in their eyes. Like I don't think you're cool until Terry's trolling you. You know what I mean? I don't think you're cool until like Barbara says hello. Like it's yeah. Like when you got those ladies in the bunch, it's nice.
Yeah, I think it's great to see them joining the live stream stuff. All these staples in the community. It's really touching for me to see them out there joining live stream. I think. That's
Donald in New Mexico. My bad. Stacking Nerd brought up Donald in New Mexico as well. If you have him in your stream or your videos, that's another one that you're pretty cool. And there's a couple others. There's a couple others who don't have channel. I'm not sure if Chuck and Plata ever had content at some point, but Chuck and Plata, he's another one. If he's in your channel, then you're doing something right. There's a few of them. Yeah.
Gee, we had to talk about Terry's thumbs down. Now I got 3 of them on this live stream.
So, that's how it happened.
4 thumbs down now. Oh my gosh. Come on, you guys. I guess I'm going to have to let you go outside. No.
Yeah, you're going to have to let me go. He's going to boot me. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Stephen Heath, too. My bad. Stephen Heath is also someone without content that if he's stopping by your channel, you're pretty cool, too.
Yeah, Stephen.
That is true. Cool. As much as I would like to block him from my channel, I think it's really cool to have him there. Oh man!
All right, well, we're about halfway through. Why don't we just take a moment to do a quick giveaway? And we got a couple giveaways tonight. We got a 40% Kennedy and a Roosevelt dime. Let me turn my camera here. We'll pop that in here real quick. Everybody knows what these things look like. But anyway, I do not have a math question, which everybody should be pretty happy about that. And if I put my hand in here, it kind of makes it come up a little bit better. But all right, everyone. So I'm going to ask a question for a 40% Kennedy. It's a 1969. Pretty good shape. All right. So here we go. What was the first year the motto "In God We Trust" appeared on a U.S. coin? First year. And God, we trust appeared on U.S. coin. And again, it's going to be based on what I see in the chat. First person in my chat. So yeah, I had to look this up. I didn't know either. It's kind of interesting. So first year and God we trust showed up on a coin. And already got it. Alex Coinrow Hunter got it. 1864.
Really? Wow.
Congrats, Alex. Yeah, so it first appeared during the Civil War on the 2-cent piece, which was first minted in that year as well. So, yeah, wouldn't it be pretty cool to have a 2-cent piece? That'd be awesome. So,
yeah.
I've got a 3-cent nickel. That's the oldest one I have in 1865. But, yeah, so 1864.
Nice.
So,
congrats, Alex.
Yeah,
is that Alex Hunter? Yeah, congrats, Alex.
Hunter. Way to go, Alex. Let me write this down so I don't forget. And then we'll got a few more questions here for Southside.
I got a question for you, TB.
Okay, cool.
Do you think this is where the controversy comes in? I always bring it wherever I go.
Oh, okay.
But do you think, TB, that "In God We Trust" has any place on U.S. currency?
I like that the nation, our founding fathers were, religious people. Brought their faith with them, and I think that U.S. is a country of faith and has done a lot of things for the world because of that faith. So, doesn't have a place for it. I guess you could justify it doesn't, but I personally like it there because I like that America is represented as a country of faith. So, I'd have to say I think there's a good place for it.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
But
I think the only way the only thing I would come back to you with is, even though some of our founding fathers were men of faith, the "In God We Trust" was not on our currency while they were around.
That's true. I mean, 1864.
And also, they did establish that no religion would be recognized by the government as well, at least on a ruling level.
No, that's absolutely true. I mean, 1864 is about 100 years later, so that's a good point as well. So But anyway, I think
Silver Ripple says the same thing. He says the nation was founded on a belief in God. I would disagree with Silver Ripples too. I don't think this nation was founded on a belief in God. I think it was founded on a belief in freedom and things of that nature. Whether or not those men were Christians is to me irrelevant because they made it irrelevant. That's how I would I guess give you a little rebuttal there, Ripples. Is the men of faith who founded the country did not see that relevant in founding the country. That's all I'm saying. But yes, I see. It is nice to have it. I will say it is nice to have it. But yeah.
So I believe now we have a Monday night civil discourse.
I just thought it was. It just came up when you brought it up. I thought it's funny. Also on the my icon that's in the Hangout right now. You can see the "In God We Trust" on the Silver Eagle. But I think that's a cool thing. It's a good thing to talk about.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think you could probably argue it either way, but I kind of like it there personally. So
yeah.
All right, so let's move on here. I got a couple more questions for you there, Southside. I see a lot of your recent videos have 4K in the title, so can I assume that means you're shooting with a 4K camera?
Yes, sir. I definitely am. The 4K is for anyone who has either a screen that's capable of 4K or a large TV that's 4K. So you can really. So when I do my little my close-ups. The quality still retains, and you could, even if you're watching in HD or 480, honestly, because the camera's shooting so well, you can really see the details when I get close, and it's really nice. So I just put 4K in the back of the coin reviews. I think I've shot other videos in 4K. I just don't advertise it, but in the coin reviews, I definitely do because I want people to know that if you watch this video, expect a certain resolution. When I do my close-ups, you'll really still see a lot of that detail. So yeah.
So what kind of camera is that?
Oh, it's my cell phone.
Oh, it's your cell phone.
Yeah. So in the bottom of if I ever update anything, you can tell from the description of the video. In the description, I always put like my AV setup because a lot of people like to ask me what I'm shooting with. And in the camera section, I'll tell you what phone I'm using at the time or what other camera I'm using. But right now I'm using a Note 9. And it shoots so nice. So I mean, you've seen the videos; they shoot so nice, and I'm really happy with it.
So you shoot on your camera, and then what do you do your editing? And do you move it over to a computer? Is there an app on your phone that you use as well for the editing, or what?
Man, you do YouTube videos, so you know how it is, man. If editing itself is longer than the shoot, and the shoot could be long because of mistakes and things like that. So what I like to do is I like to either in camera edit, which basically means I'll pause the video, then start again, or I will just do it all in one shot, mistakes and all. Like however it happened is how it happened. So what I'll do is I'll shoot it all in one take. And then I'll just upload it straight to YouTube from the phone. No editing whatsoever. That's why I don't have intro music. I don't have background music. I don't have end of video graphics. If I forgot to say something, it's not going to be said. There are some videos where I'm like, oh, I forgot to say, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'm like, oh, well, because it takes so much time to shoot a YouTube video. And then edit it and all this stuff. Then I'm like, I can't sit here doing this like for hours on end. So I just do my best to do it all in one take. There are times where I'll have to start over completely for various reasons. Either someone's calling me on my phone and I forgot to put it on like airplane mode, or if I'm shooting with my desktop camera, maybe there was a hiccup in the software or something. So there are times where I have to restart, but I do as much as possible to shoot as quick as possible and just edit it, just upload it straight to YouTube as raw as possible. And it's really nice that it still retains that 4K quality when you do a straight upload. Yeah, but I appreciate the people who do have the intro stuff because it's really nice. Stacking Nerd was just saying it really does about how long it takes to do all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, like Stacking Nerd, she has a really cool intro. It's like ding, 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 ding. Like she has that cool little intro music. And I'm like, I appreciate that because it's like I know I'm watching a Stacking Nerd video. And then she'll end it with the nice words also. So it's really a high quality production. But for me, I'm just like, I'm just gonna toss this in the airwaves. Let's hope somebody watches it.
Yeah, I mean, I spend a lot of time editing, probably way too much time, but I'm always, I have so many uhs and so's and, mess up along the way because I don't write a script or anything. So, I'll just kind of wing it and then go back and, post editing, post production typing. But it can take quite a while to, get all that stuff worked out. And I probably spend, a couple hours minimum on each video, just in editing, so.
I know, and plus you're doing like the OBS or whatever software you're using to the coin cam and all that stuff.
Right,
yeah. You're doing a high quality thing too. When you introduced the coin cam, I was blown away. I was like, oh no, he did not. I was like, no, this man did not just do that. Because I remember you were talking about how your new software or your new setup was coming, and I was thinking, oh, okay, that's cool, whatever. I didn't think anything of it. Like I was just like, all right, you're just gonna format your videos a different way. But then I saw it, I was like, get out of here. I was like, get out of here. No one's doing this.
Yeah.
I really like what you're up to, man. It's really cool.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. It takes a lot of time, but always been just want to produce some quality content. It's all about some good content. You need to have people come back, and I just want to give them something to come back for. That's my thinking. So let's move on then. Southside and talk about the port accord.
The port accord.
You had it a while back, and I really, really liked your video that you did with it. Just standing out there, sitting in the background. I'm just standing in this park or whatever. And you walk away, and Statue of Liberty was there. I mean, that was just such a cool video.
Oh man, I love doing it, man. I knew from the moment. I think Clever Coin, I think he's like the marketing director for the port accord or something. But Clever Coin sent me an email. He's like, "Hey, do you want this port accord bar?" And I'm thinking, what is Clever Coin bothering me about now? Like, and then I caught up with what he was talking about. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. So he sent it to me from Silver Wolverine, and then I was like, what am I going to do with this? And I knew. Yeah, I was definitely going to do something big with it. I was going to do something that was like that was going to be memorable. So I took it to the statue, and I had a lot of fun with it. The thing was, I wasn't able to take it out too much, so it really turned into a Statue of Liberty video. But the truth is, when you're carrying, someone else's silver, I mean, it's pretty much community silver at this point because it's just going around to different channels. But when you're carrying that silver that's not yours, and it's 2 ounces, you're thinking, man, I should keep this in my pocket. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have that out and about at the statue. It's going to fall off the ferry into the water. Then it's Titanic all over again. No, man, I can't do that. So I took it out for a couple snapshots, and I did the one video in front of the statue and behind the statue. And then I just put it back in the box, in a bag, and in my pocket. And yeah, that was it.
Yeah, but it's very cool how you signed the document there and everything. It was just such a cool thing. And also to be able to get it so early in its journey, too, to be one of the first people nominated to receive it must have been pretty cool, too.
Oh, yeah, that was really cool because I was put in the category, well, not in the category, I was put in the likes of the Stacking Nerd and Silver Wolverine. And I don't know if you know anything about those 2 channels, but you know what I mean? Those are much bigger deals than Southside Stacker. I'm the abortion guy. I'm the guy you go to if you want to talk about abortion for 4 hours. So it was really cool that they considered me amongst those 2 because I really like their content. And it was really nice that I could put my name right after theirs. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, so and there's been
yeah, Silver Heist is right. Silver Mac blew it up.
Right.
He blew up the what you call it, the port accord.
Yeah. But what a great concept though that Clever Coin Yankee and Silver Baggins came up with, though, and that whole scroll thing, and just
Yeah,
such the first 2 ounces that Silver Baggins melted. I mean, such
yeah.
a cool concept and such a cool idea.
It's a very cool concept when it's not in your hands, TB. Okay, I'm gonna say this in front of Clever Coin, so no one can say, "Oh, did you hear what Southside said?" I'm gonna tell you guys right now, having that thing in your hand is a headache and a half. Okay, like you don't understand what it's like holding someone else's property. It is not fun. It is not cool at all. And then I opened it. And I was like, what the heck? Like, it's a whole to-do. It's a whole production. They have this scroll. Okay, so Clever Coin just said he made the scroll. And I'm glad he's here because now I'm about to talk crap about the scroll. So I opened the scroll and I'm like, geez, like, who put this much energy? Who put this much energy in this thing? I just wanted it to be in a cardboard box. I spit on it and then send it on his next in the next place. But it's like Clever really put I'm gonna tell you guys, like, all jokes aside, now that I know Clever made it, he really put his back into it. Like, that scroll, it looks very official. He even did like the tea stains on it or whatever. He did the background with like foil or something. He did a very good job with the with the scroll. But that being said, man, that was a whole to do, man. I'm just like, these guys are just making this thing way too serious. Way too serious.
What was it in your video? The scroll or the box or something almost blew off the edge of the wall there.
Exactly. That's the other problem. At the Statue of Liberty, I could have lost the box itself. There's a box that it comes in that says PA and port accord. And the problem is we were at the top of the fort that's right underneath the Statue of Liberty. I forgot the name of the fort. But it almost fell off the ledge. And it's not like I would have fell into water or anything, but it almost fell into a restricted area that I would have never got the box from. And that happened live. So like I told you, I try to shoot my videos, live, raw, whatever happened. And I could have easily just not shown everybody the part where I almost lost the box, but I was like, whatever, we're rolling with it. So we just rolled with it.
And then also the pen you had wasn't working either. So
yeah, the pen I had wasn't working, and it was freezing cold. Like I said, the whole video was so bad, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But I showed you every little thing that happened, and it was all live. So there was no time to edit. There was no time to make it look cool. It was cold. I didn't want to lose the damn thing, and I almost lost it. It was fun. I was so happy to put that thing in the mailbox. As soon as I got the tracking number, I sent the tracking number to Silver Mac. I CC Yankee Stacking. I BCC Clever Coin. I FCC'd Silver Baggins. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with this.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. So it went from you to Silver Mac then. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Silver Mac. And then Silver Mac exploded
it. That was nice of him, huh?
Yeah, all that taking care of it just for him to destroy it.
So I just thought we'd spend a few minutes talking about that because I remember watching your video on that and thought it was really cool. So then one of your most recent videos, now I know you're saying it's your first poured bar and you're not really into poured bars, but I think you may get a little addicted to these poured bars. So that was a pretty cool poured bar you just picked up. The Slacker, is that what it is? Or
that was the Slacker bar.
Yeah.
That's his logo, his channel logo. But Silver Mac makes it, and man, it's such a beautiful bar. The thing is, I'm not about poured silver. I do have two pieces, both from MK Bars, but they're both gifts. One was from Laura Blade. She gave it to me around Christmas time, and Talking Bullion just gave me one just cause. So it was really nice of those two to send me that. But me personally, I never thought I would buy poured silver, but I'm always into Silver Mac streams. He live stream, pours his silver. And what's really cool about Silver Mac is he shows you his process. He'll do a whole, 40-minute live stream of him pouring. And if he messes up, that's just what happens. You know what I mean? Like he's not trying to cover it up. He's showing you his process. And sometimes it comes out very nice. So I was just watching them, one after another. And at some point I was like, you know what? I got to get one of those. So I hit up Silver Mac and I'm like, hey, man, what are the prices? He sent me the prices. And I was like, cool. But I asked him a special request because one of the reasons I don't really like, one of the like petty reasons I don't like poured silver is because like most people who pour silver, they write 999 FS on it, and like, to me that I don't know what it is, but it really irritates me that it says FS and not fine silver, and I really wanted to say fine silver. So I asked Silver Mac, could he, stamp out 999, the weight and the full words fine silver, and he, like, without even blinking, he said yes, and I was like, oh, thank you. And that's really all I wanted out of it. He asked me if I wanted a special number. I was like, nah, you can do whatever you want. And he poured me a big Buford of a bar. And it was really nice. It was really, really nice. So I appreciate him. Stacking Nerd is going to leave. She's saying good night.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Stacking Nerd.
Yeah, thanks, Stacking Nerd. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. And then I don't know if you saw Silver Heist asked you, what would a Southside Stacker MK Bar's channel bar look like? You ever consider any type of channel bar, anything to represent?
Hey, you might find out soon, Silver Heist.
Oh, interesting.
Honestly, I just wanted to say that out loud, but that's not true at all. Yeah, that's not true at all. I kind of wanted to just leave it there and end the stream, but I'm gonna say that's just a joke. I don't have any current plans to do any channel bars or anything like that. Truthfully, I don't have a logo. I don't really do much on my channel besides show you some silver. And I do right now. I'm just not interested in it. But if I did do it, I would probably I'll probably have to come up with a logo that I'd really want to stay with me for a while. But at that point, if I'm making logos and stuff, I'll tell you that right now. If any of you all notice me making logos or anything crazy like that, that means I'm going full. I'm selling all the way out. I'm making contracts with AppMex. I'm gonna start lying in every video. I'm just gonna go full. I'm just gonna go all the way out there. But for now, I'm just having fun with it. And I don't. If I did sell pour silver, I'd maybe pour it myself. I don't know. I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know how I would really approach poured silver, especially with my name on it or my channel name on it. That'd be a little bit of a undertaking.
Yeah, I did my Talking Bullion rounds for backyard bullions, making them for me. I really did that for giveaways. It's like giveaways.
Yeah, yours look really good. Yeah, Backyard Bullion did a really good job with yours.
Yeah, he
like
does
the spirals and all that.
Yeah, I mean, he does a great job, and his stamping. I mean, if you look at stamping on other bars, it really makes you appreciate how good his stamping is, because he does. I mean, he does that letter by letter, and I just don't understand how him, and you watch the recent Silver Baggins videos, and I mean, people take a lot of heat about premiums on the poured silver, but I don't really understand how you can make money off them when you're sitting there stamping every letter on there, antiquing them. I mean, the amount of labor and time that you polish them and stuff, it's it's got to be a labor of love more than making a buck off each one. I mean, what are you going to do with that? So
yeah, I think some of the controversy or whatever around poured silver or whatever, I think it's a little misguided. I understand the immediate reaction to say, why would you pay that much for something that's worth X? But at the end of the day, you're not buying it because of its intrinsic value. You know what I mean? Like, it just happens to also have an intrinsic value. I think when you're buying poured silver, you're doing a few things. You just see something you like, especially like that Stacker logo. It's really nice. So I had to get it. It's just really that's all it came down to. Or you're really just a fan of a channel, or you just want to support someone. I wouldn't. Looks like Steve Rice is leaving. Peace, Steve Rice. I wouldn't. You guys should see the video I named for Steve Rice. I think I named the video "A Peace Offering from Megatroll Steve Rice."
Oh, yeah.
he sent me some silver and some stuff. It was really cool of him. Shout out to Steve Rice. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, but one of them was fake. Was that the one with the fake Batman?
Yeah. But full disclosure, I didn't see the email until like after I made the video, I think. but he did say he thought one of them wasn't real, but he would let me figure it out. So it's not like I don't think he purposely sent it to me. He just found it at a trade or a show or something like that.
It was a really nice round, though. I mean, faking
it's
that,
beautiful.
Pretty cool round. Yeah,
really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as the port silver thing, if you buy it, just know what you're getting into. I think there are some areas where some people might say things about port silver that are incorrect or at least inaccurate, as far as, saying it's for wealth preservation or something. I wouldn't really agree with that. But if it's just something you like because the design is very attractive, go for it. That's what I did. You know what I mean? I thought I'd never buy port silver. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Talking Bullion rounds I've been having Backyard Bullion make for me are not cheap. I mean, obviously they're being made over in the UK, and you send them to Edinburgh, Scotland to be hallmarked, and then back to the US. There's definitely higher premium rounds, but they're cool. And again, I'm bending my rules about just buying stuff to stack because they're just cool and I like them. And I'm sitting at my desk here. I've got a Baggins bar, Coinman 5000 bar. I mean, some other ones I try to support. The other channels as well, and I pay a premium to support them, but that's not my main thing that I do. I just like to have them.
Yeah.
So time's running up on us. I'd like to go ahead and give away one more giveaway for, let's say, Silver Dime. Roosevelt, let me turn my camera back on here, and then we'll get that done, and then we'll go ahead and conclude the evening. So I have a question, everybody. This is, I don't know if you see Nova Stacker there asking a question.
He said, is it true that you got ran out of Jersey and is Texas code for witness protection? Talking Boy, I didn't actually tell you. Maybe you saw it in another stream or something. But I did recently move to Texas, so yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Seriously, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Cool. Terry Rabbity was harassing me so much, I had to get out of there. So, plus Barbara was way too close to me. She lives in New York, and she was like right across the river. I couldn't, you know what I mean? Barbara's a Terry affiliate. I can't stay close to those ladies. So I ran out of there.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my camera from that dime. Everybody knows what a dime looks like. It's not coming up very good on my camera. So, I was wondering too. West Coast Stacker wants to know where's the duck. I was kind of wondering where the Batman duck.
The duck is en route. So all my stuff from New Jersey, I had to get it out of there. But because of things that just happen, things that happen, it's always ridiculously frustrating. My stuff is just somewhere else now. In the ether, and now I have to get it from where it is to here, and it'll happen. It'll happen at some point.
All right, let me go ahead and ask this question for the dime, and this is our second and last giveaway. So the question is, what is the smallest monetary denomination coin ever issued in the U.S.? The smallest denomination coin ever issued. And again, it'll be the first person I see on the chat. What is the smallest monetary denomination coin ever issued in the U.S.?
While we're waiting, shout out to the Stacking Kid. He's been joining a couple of my streams, and he's always funny as heck. But he also leads to my streams being private after the fact. So big shout out to Stacking Kid. If you haven't subscribed to him, 13-year-old kid stacking, which is really impressive. Very smart kid, very good kid, man. So check him out.
Yeah, and speaking of Stacking Kid, he's the one that just won the giveaway.
Smart kid.
It is a half cent. He's the first one that shows up on my stream. Half cent, which was it was minted from 1793 through 1857. So congrats, Stacking Kid. Make sure you guys
congratulations, Stacking Kid.
Make sure you send me your address to tb@talkingbullion.com, and I'll get that mailed out to you.
And stay out of trouble.
You say he was 13?
Yeah, he's 13, man. He's a riot, man. He's a hoot.
Well, it's pretty cool to have some.
we had him in a stream about monogamy. Like
Oh
he had
no.
nothing. He had nothing to contribute to that conversation besides the most inappropriate jokes. It was hilarious, but it's also why it's a lost episode. Very much. Him and Stephen Heath were like Smash Brothers, man. Like they just wouldn't stop saying the most ridiculous things. It was a good time. It really was.
Yeah, I mean, having a 13-year-old talking about that might be a little shaky out there. So,
Yeah, oh man, he's ridiculous.
but it's pretty cool that some of that young's getting into coins and doing some stacking though. That's really
cool.
cool.
Yeah. It's really nice.
I think I heard him. I think he was popping in on sales stream a few times or a time or two. So,
I heard him over there. Yeah, he seems to be a frequent guest over there these days. Really cool.
Yeah, really.
A lot of insight. He likes to talk about platinum. He likes to speculate and predict, and he'll give you a little bit of context. He's not bad at all, man. He's heading in the right direction.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'd like to, unlike Southside, who I know would like to stay on for another 3 or 4 hours if we could.
Yeah, this is just. I thought this was the warm up. This is the prelude. This is the prelude. Just to give you context, TV. Our stream was 4 hours on Sunday. In the first hour, I don't even think we really got to talk about monogamy. It was like the last 3 hours we actually talked about it. So this is the prelude, man. I'm ready for 3 more hours.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate you coming on, Southside, and you got some great material out there. I encourage you to keep going with your site, and I know that you had said to us last time that you had some special stuff coming up. I'm not sure if I saw that, where I was talking to you about why you weren't doing your creative commercials, things like that, and I thought you said you were working on something, but I don't know if that's out or.
I was working on something, but the thing is, the Texas move, it happened so fast that I wasn't in control of anything, and I'm still not for a few weeks. So, yeah.
But I still
have some things in the pipeline. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna say this. Maybe Terry will watch this after the fact. But I have a video I'm making about Terry, and it's gonna be hilarious.
We'll look forward to that.
Yeah, give me a few weeks. It'll be there.
Well, thanks again, Southside. I really appreciate it, and
thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for everyone out there still on the live stream with us. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you, Mrs. TB, for joining us on the chat. We appreciate you holding the fort down for us. And everybody have a good night. Take care.
Good night.